You're in conflict with yourself? I do literally all the time. It's like having three different people inside me with three different agendas, all fighting for who's in charge. It is chaos. It's like a boardroom where my mind, my body, and my soul are all just in there duking it out as main contenders. Spoiler alert, it is absolutely hilarious, but extremely exhausting. One day, in this desperate attempt to make sense of the crazy that's inside of my head, I decided to doodle. And for those of you who know me, doodling is my go-to way to make sense of the world. And that day, I gave each of them their own face. They have their own style, their own personality, and even their own colors. What emerged was that my mind, my body, and my soul are all vying for my time. At the top spot, wanting to have my ear more than the others. So, what's interesting is these voices within kind of end up being like a sitcom. And each has a part of me in its own distinct and catchphrase kind of way. They're all like characters on a TV show. My mind, honey, she's an overachieving, overthinking workaholic. She's always ready to go. Her catchphrase is, I gotta figure out. I gotta figure out. And in my mind, she is like that friend who plans everything down to the minute. She has spreadsheets and PowerPoints, and she is like a boss. She's always busy plotting, solving problems, and turning molehills into mountains and saying that that mountain is just a molehill. My body, well, she is a primal, demanding diva. And her mantra is, I need it. Whether it's food or sleep or a spontaneous dance break, she's like, I need it. I need it. I need it. Woo, I need it. And she's always in touch with the physical world. She's like a demanding toddler. And everyone knows when she's not happy, honey, nobody's happy. And then we have my soul. She is this hippie whisperer. She has like this voice, like I can feel it. My soul is like that friend that's always calm and meditating and like talking about chakras and being in the flow. She's deeply connected to her emotions and her intuition and the universe. And it's a part of me that feels like everything so intensely. From beautiful sunsets to watching puppies walk down the street. She just feels it all. The interesting part is there is a battle for control. And I promise you, it is pure comedy gold. And on another day, we'll give you some more examples of how they kind of interact. But imagine trying to focus on work when the mind's in charge and your body is screaming for a nap. I need it! And your soul just wants to go outside. I can feel it. And commune with nature. It's like herding cats. It's literally like herding cats. They all have very strong opinions about everything, and they're all fighting for my attention. There are moments when one wins, and the others begrudgingly step aside. I need it, but I feel it. For instance, when I'm deep in my Netflix binge and I'm watching New Amsterdam, my mind's plans and my soul's reflections are nowhere to be found. I guess I can figure it out. I feel it. Other times, The mind takes over and is fiercely working on a project and ignores the cries of the sustenance of the body and the soul's need just to be. And truthfully, if mind could figure out how to outsource both those things, she totally would. But it's not always clear cut. There are times of intense conflict when my mind is obsessing over the deadline and my body is demanding pizza and my soul is yearning for some deep, deep sleep. It's like watching a soap opera unfold. And if you've ever seen a good juicy drama, grab your popcorn. Unfortunately, like the dramas, there's no resolution. The key, I found, is finding balance, like being a referee in a game. And in order to find that balance, I had to start asking myself regularly questions for each of those voices. What does my mind need right now? What does my soul need right now? What does my body need right now? This simple practice keeps me navigating through the internal chaos with a bit of grace and a whole lot of joy. So, here's to finding if you find yourself in a similar place where you have this internal dialogue happening or this internal struggle, try giving yourself voices to all of those struggles. Listen to what each voice wants and what they're saying, and see if you can find a way to have that part of you be honored. After all, each of them are a part of you, and they deserve to be heard. Even if they sound dysfunctional, chaotic, but lovable, like a sitcom. So, here's to harmony within ourselves,